Let's take a look at some additional features in the Gmail inbox here. So notice that I have several messages here. The first thing I can do is I can come over here and I can select multiple messages. So let's say that this particular event has passed, so I just want to take this and archive this email. When I archive it, basically what it does is it takes it out of my inbox and it puts it into my all mail folder. It doesn't get rid of it, it just takes and removes it from inbox. Now if I click on this one, instead of deleting it, what I can do is I can either report it as spam or delete it. Now when I delete something from my inbox, it goes to the trash for 30 days. After 30 days, it's automatically taken out. So I don't have to go back in and remove the trash every so often. It automatically does it after 30 days. One of the coolest features in Gmail is the labels features. So if I click on this piece right here, this is a gentleman from ReadWrite from Text Help. Now notice that when I click on this message, there's a conversation view. Now if I come back to this one, and if I just select it this way, I get the same tools on top. Again, I could use any one of these features, but more importantly, what I can do is I can assign labels to this. So this is definitely a tech integration. It's EdTech and it's Google. Notice with labels, I can apply more than one. So in some email programs, we have one folder and you can only put a message into one folder. In Google, what I can do is I can actually assign multiple labels to each message so that it can be searched via lots of different options. So I click apply, you notice now that this all resides inside, or the labels are showing up here. One of the things that I can also do is I can create a new label. So if I want to create a new label, it's called Text Help, and I want this to fall in there as well. I can create that. It's going to put that into that folder as well. So now this particular message right here will show up under every one of these labels. So if I come to Text Help, you're going to see that message from Will. If I go to EdTech, you're going to see that message from Will and Tech Integration. One thing to note, if you are creating labels, what you can do to get your label to appear on top is similar to what I've done here. If I just type an underscore before, and then I type in the technology here, you notice that that's going to show up underneath. Now the reason why it shows up underneath is because it's one underscore versus two. The more underscores you put, the higher up on the list it goes. So labels are incredibly powerful and useful tools for organizing your Gmail. For those of you wanting to customize your label, say by color, what we can do is we can come over, and if we hover over that label, you notice I get a little drop down arrow. The first item it gives me is color, so I can come in and I can change those colors for each of my labels. Now notice that as I change the colors over here, it also changes those colors here, making it easier for me to find a particular label within the body of an email. Now labels are great. One of the cool things about Google is it uses the powerful search engine that it has in Google search. So for example, if I want to come in here and I want to type in Will, you notice that it's going to start very quickly doing the searching for information associated with Will. So if I come back here to Will, notice it's looking for, it's finding Winifred in there, and if I type in Lewis now, it should find Will Lewis messages from him. And notice it actually goes into my inbox. It also goes to my all mail as well. So it's a very easy, effective way. Now if I want to have more search options, you notice I can take and search in all mail, search in only certain folders, or I can actually tell it to search for a particular person, a subject line, or has the words, those types of things. So this is a very powerful part here of the Google environment, the search piece that's associated with that. So even if I just throw all of my mail into all mail or archive, Google will still search that all mail folder for me as I enter a search.